Hola chicos, welcome to another video by your darling teacher. This one is about the preterite tense. All along, we've been working in the present tense your whole Spanish career, and now we're moving into the preterite. So what is the preterite? The preterite is one of the past tenses in Spanish. We have two main ones, the preterite and the imperfect. This past tense, the preterite, is used to express completed actions in the past. These actions have a definite beginning and ending, and they only happen one time. So let's see an example. Ayer yo visité a mi hermana. Visité is in the preterite. Yesterday I visited my sister. The key word is ayer, or yesterday, which means that this action was completed in the past, that it happened only one time, yesterday, and it has a definite beginning and ending. Yesterday is over, right? Another example. El verano pasado tú viajaste a Punta Arenas. Last summer you traveled to Punta Arenas. Here's a little map of Costa Rica, and right here is Punta Arenas. So back to the sentence. El verano pasado. That means last summer. That's our key word. That makes it so that the action is completed in the past. There's a definite beginning and ending. It happened last summer, and it happened only once. You're not in the habit of traveling to Punta Arenas. It just happened one time, last summer. So we use the preterite. So now that we have this brand new tense, the preterite tense, the past tense, we have to learn another set of endings. AR endings, and these are haste, o, amos, and aron. ER endings that are shared with IR, so the verbs that end with ER and IR, they use one set of endings. You don't have to memorize a third set. Those endings for ER, IR are iste, yo, imos, and yeron. So what do you notice when you observe these two sets of endings? I'm weird, so the first thing that comes to my mind is namaste. See, aste, haste, o, amos, aron. I'm probably saying namaste all wrong, but that's how I remember. Haste, right? For AR at least. What else do you notice? Think for a minute. Maybe some of the things that you come up with are going to be on my list. Well, first thing, there are only two sets to learn. The yo and the el forms have accents, both for AR and for ER-IR. Yo has an accent, el has an accent. Yo has an accent, el has an accent. Yo and el also seem to have switched places. Look at this. Aren't we used to seeing o here for the yo form? Well, it's down here right now. Now, yo is and el is o. They decided to switch, mix it up a little bit. The accent for el always goes on the o. That's important when you're using the ER-IR endings because you have two vowels to choose from. So you need to remember that accent for el is always going to go on the o. And nosotros, take a look at that. That looks familiar, right? That's the same ending as the present tense nosotros. And finally, the ER-IR endings all start with I. Iste, yo, imos, and yeron. Every single one has an I. So now what? Hola chicos, I need you to memorize your preterite verb endings, and I'm going to ask you to put your hand on your forehead whenever you see an accent, okay? So AR verb endings in the preterite are haste, o, amos, aron. ER-IR verb endings in the preterite are iste, yo, imos, yeron. You need to memorize it just like that, record yourself, and post it to the gallery. Haste, o, amos, aron. Iste,
yo, imos, dieron. Good luck. See ya.
Okay, so when you're done memorizing your endings, please be sure to record it, put it in the gallery, and we'll stamp it when we get to the center table later on. Okay, so now that you know these new endings, let's play with them a little bit. Hablar. Hablar means to talk or to speak. So if we want to conjugate this verb, the first thing we'd have to do is take off our original ending. So we end up with habl, 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 habl. All right, so now let's remember, what kind of verb is this? It's an AR verb, so we're going to choose the AR endings. And those are haste, o, amos, aron. We're going to smash those onto our root, and we end up with hablé, hablaste, habló, hablamos, hablaron, which means I spoke, you spoke, he spoke, we spoke, they spoke. Let's try an ER verb. Remember, ER, IR share the same endings. So this verb comer, which means to eat, we're going to chop off the ER and we end up with com, 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 com. We have to remember this is an ER verb, so we're not going to make the common mistake of putting AR endings on it. That would be completely wrong. We're going to put ER, IR endings. Those are iste, yo, imos, yeron. So we smash those together and we get comí, comiste, comió, comimos, comieron, which means I ate, you ate, he ate, we ate, they ate. An ER-IR verb continued. We'll try an IR verb this time. Subir means to go up. Take off the IR. Sub, 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 sub. Remember, which set of endings should we use? It's an IR verb, so we're going to use ER-IR verbs. Iste, yo, imos, yeron. Smash it together. We get subí, subiste, subió, subimos, subieron, which means I went up, you went up, he went up, we went up, they went up. So that's pretty simple, guys. New set of endings to learn. Same way of conjugating as we used to do in the present tense. Okay? And remember that the preterite sounds like namaste, which is why I put this yoga lady on here to help you remember. Okay? Haste, o, amos, aron, y, iste, yo, imos, yeron. Thanks a lot for listening. Have a nice day.